Yo, what's good guys? So new YouTube vid. Today is gonna be a raw vid of my whole story basically since 2021 when I just started till today in 2026. So we're gonna get straight into it. So my first business venture all started in 2021, okay? July 2021. So I was 13 years old starting my first dropshipping store. As you can see guys, the whole dashboard, the old dashboard here, pretty insane. So this was my store at 13 years old, okay? So we're gonna play it. It's pretty good at 13 years old for a 13 years old guy. As you can see, bro, I even do mock-up and everything of the product. And this is in 2021, so there's no AI and everything like this. So I started this first dropshipping store this way, call it Pet Comfort. So it was this bottle okay for dog for the water and the food and everything. So it's pretty sick to see that at 13 years old. And then it didn't really stick, okay? I was doing organic. I couldn't find a screenshot, but I was getting like 40 views. I was doing the vids in French and everything, and it was really bad, okay? But I was 13. So after this first venture, I switched on to a wood business, okay? In the winter 2021, basically my dad owned window company, and all these residue of wood he didn't need. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these residue and then I'm gonna cut them and I'm gonna sell it. So I live in Canada, so it's really cold. So people absolutely need wood for the fire. So it was pretty good. So I did that for about, I think for quite a long time, like 4 months or something, and did around 4K. So I think I was 14 at the moment. And yeah, just me. I had a business partner too at the time doing that. So as you can see, guys, I was like working super hard on making all of these, wood and everything like this. This was my setup at the time. I was just cutting that, so it's pretty sick. And then this was my shape at the moment, guys. I was so skinny, like it's actually pretty insane. So I started to be aware that I was skinny. So I was like, I need to go to the gym and everything. Did even this, okay? So was like my Facebook and everything. So the company was called Alumax. This is French, but it was like I was starting to be good at understanding, okay, I need to put that, okay, the QR code for people to scan and everything. So it was definitely really sick. Then I always wanted to, make money, okay, since 13 years old, starting that first dropshipping store, and then really starting that wood business and everything, and then even Rocket League, okay. I don't know if you guys remember, but like in Rocket League, you can do all these trade and everything. I was like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it was like all the notes of the trade, okay, because I love just trade Rocket League and to get to higher and higher credit. So this was, guys, it wasn't a business, but it was like trading. So always wanted to do some kind of trade business, so it's definitely great. And just here a picture. I love fishing, okay, so I love being in the nature fishing. I just wanted to throw that in there, so just so you guys know. But then in July 2022, okay, I started my first real product, okay, this multifunction, I don't know what to call it, but it was basically a thing that you can hold multiple things at the same time, and then old dashboard and everything. So I started that, and as well I got like 40 views per vid. I was doing only TikTok at the time, and at the time something I didn't understand, okay, till 13 to 15, I didn't understand that the main thing was the videos, okay? I was just working on the store all day. I was working on the store. I was like, why my seller not coming in? And I didn't know why. I was like, why my seller not coming in? And I didn't know that I needed to make videos on IG, to get sales. But then in August 2022, I felt deeply like insecure about myself. I was like, I didn't like my look at the moment. That was a period of like, okay, I need to step up everything, not only, the business, but my look, everything. So I was starting to be aware of that. And then I started my first clothing brand, okay? So as you can see, guys, wood business, trading, I really tried everything, and you're gonna see later down the vid everything I did too. So I started a clothing brand, okay? It was actually pretty fun to do. You're gonna see later down this video, okay, about the clothing brand too. But yeah, in October 2022, okay guys, I love hunting also, hunting, fishing. It's really peaceful, just being in the wood and not having any, phones and everything, and then being all day in the nature is one of the most peaceful thing to do, okay? If you guys have the chance to be in the nature sometime alone without any cell and just disconnect, it's really, really great. So I love hunting, okay? So this was my first buck, okay, moose buck. And I think I was 15. So it's crazy to, live this experience with my father. So it's really, really nice. And then, yeah, I went on the trip and then I was like, okay, now I need to actually put the work in and everything. I need to go order because, like I was saying, each trip gave me so much motivation to keep going with the business and everything. So I bought the course, okay? Yummy Denzel, I don't know if you guys know, he's also another French guy. But this course really helped me for the mindset, okay? I was like, okay, this is great stuff. All I learned from this guy, all the vision board and like starting of manifest and everything like this at 15 years old. And then I finally received my sample for my clothing brand. So it was definitely a great moment. I was like, okay, this is real. I'm starting a clothing brand and everything like this. And then, like I said here, I didn't know how to market the product, okay? I didn't know how to market the product. So I was working on all these clothes, on the design. But again, I didn't understand the marketing, okay? I was so bad in marketing. I was just so good at, creating things and doing the store and everything like this. So this is why after I just quit the clothing brand, the design was actually pretty sick, okay? But yeah, never got one sale because basically I was never selling it. I think I did like 3 vids on Instagram trying to advertise the product, but didn't know how to do it. So going into summer 2023, I don't like to say waste the whole summer, okay? Because definitely it's all about learning and everything like this experience. But the whole summer, okay, I went from doing my wood business, selling products like that, clothing brand, and then starting trading, okay? The whole summer I did trading. I was like, nah, this isn't working, like all the shiny object syndrome, okay? I was opening on every business and everything like this. So this is why 13 years old till 15 and early 16, I didn't end up making any money because I was just jumping from business model to business model. So the whole summer was a fake account to exercise, and I didn't even open a real account ever, okay? So this was really a waste. And I went to my first Metallica show. So I love Metallica. I love every style of music. It's pretty good. I love country. I love, rock, everything. So went to that and even started to, play guitar and everything. So I was like, okay, let me learn this. Let me start a band and everything. So definitely some good memory and everything. So in January 2024, okay, the trip would change everything, okay? I went to Cancun with my friend, okay? So this was the first trip I went to with my friends. This trip was so nice, okay? Me and my friend, every single day, okay, we will like go at the beach and like just grab all these snap of these women. But it just like motivate me a lot of being like, okay, dude, I need to be the guy. I need to be rich to get all these women. I need to work on myself, okay, to get the most prettiest girl in the world. I was like, holy fuck, okay, I need to start my business even harder and everything. And then even I remember I went to Coco Bongo. I didn't went inside, but just walking around and everything. I was 16 at the time, pretty sure. But yeah, just walking around and everything. I was like, dude, I was telling everybody, I'm gonna own this club, okay? I'm telling you guys, in a few years, I'm gonna buy Coco Bongo and everything. And always the mindset of delusion and conviction within myself of being like, I'm the G, okay? I know I'm gonna work on myself and buy the club, have those things. Since so young, okay, I always had that conviction in myself, and this is what you need, okay, in business. But yeah, definitely a life-changing trip, okay, in January 2024. And then this was my setup at the time, guys. Not even no Mac, okay, just like this little tablet. So yeah, it's just like so funny, the setup and everything, looking back at it. And then here, the vision board and everything with the super cores. And then yeah, it was just like some notes I took from the course. And then I was super going all in on, learning information and everything after that trip. And I got my first ever sale, okay? March 5, first ever sale. So till 13 years old, till this moment, okay, March 5 of 2024. So about like 2 years and a half later, I got my first sale, okay? So all these time, I didn't even know if e-com was possible. I didn't even know if having sell online was fake or not. I was seeing all these YouTube videos of people getting so much money, so much sell. I was like, why am I not getting any sell, okay? So I was doubting myself, but I still keep pushing, okay? Even though for 2 years and a half, didn't even know if it was possible, and I'm still pushing, okay, guys? People who never quit, okay, will always end up successful. If you don't quit, how can you lose? Okay, you just gotta keep going. Okay, this is literally the best way, okay, to guarantee your success. So this first ever sale was in paid ads. Okay, so I first started, so I was in organic, and then I was in paid ads, and I remember I spent about $600 to get one sale, but I didn't care, okay, because I knew that now it was possible to make sale online. Dude, this is so funny looking back at it. And the same exact day, I ended up making 2 sales. So I was like, what? Is this a bug? Like, where am I getting all these sales from? And this really gave me that, okay, this is real. You can make money online. And it gave me like a switch in my head. It was like, okay, I need to even go more hard, okay? So it was really great. And yeah, so I was selling this red light therapy thing for the skin and everything. And then yeah, I was running ads, and this was in February, March 2024. And then after that, I started all these product and paid ads, okay? I think it was like shapewear. I was like doing all these product, and this was on a bus to my school trip of Orlando, okay? So last year of school, went to Orlando with the school and everything, and this is how I looked at the moment. I was pretty fit, so, and yeah, again, me and my boy were like just getting all these snaps, so dude. And then at this time, okay, this girl, okay, I met in Orlando, in fact, okay, I was grabbing all these snaps and everything, and this girl, you know, coming back to Orlando, I was starting calling her and everything, FaceTime, every day basically, okay? And then basically I found out that she was with another man and everything, and it wasn't even like my girlfriend or everything, okay? It was just like on FaceTime and shit. I was definitely like, this was my biggest drive of being like, okay, I'm a prover that I'm the best and everything. And so I started hitting the gym like twice a day. So this was my shape. I think at 16, so it's definitely like crazy shape for a 16 years old. So yeah, I was just hitting the gym twice a day. So I started to, you know, do all these products, okay, starting organic back because paid ads didn't work. So I was doing this this product, I don't know what to call it, okay, and then I was doing even this product, just some random product I've tried. So tried testing these 2 products, didn't really work. But here I remember exactly, okay, this M4, okay, I think it's in, what's the day, okay, April 2024, okay. I remember this M4, taking a picture of this M4 and saying to my brother, I'm gonna own this car in about a year, okay? I remember so vividly, okay, of me saying that to my brother and just manifesting, okay, without even knowing. And you're gonna see later down the vid what's happening with that, but it's so crazy looking back at this. And guys, this is me at school filming for my product during class, okay? I didn't even, bro, during class, I was just filming for my product, okay? I didn't care about anyone, okay? I was just doing my things. And during breaks, okay, school breaks, I was always on my phone, okay, scrolling to search for products, doing content research, editing my vids. And then all my friends, okay, at the time were just like speaking to each other, and then me, I was like alone doing my shit. I didn't really fit in any friends group, okay? I always felt like I was different from everybody, and a lot of the time that's the case when people are going to, you know, go successful. They cannot fit in any friend group. So this was me at the time. So I was just grinding in breaks, in coming home and everything. And then in April 22, okay, I got my first sale organically, okay? So this was a super great moment, like of this tic-tac ring, I called it at the time. So it was this product. So first sale organically, I felt so good. I was like, okay, now this is the time, okay, we're gonna get things so heavy. And this was me at the time, guys. Look at all the notes and everything. When this was Smith Reed's course, by the way, okay, became this top student, you're gonna see later on the vid. But no, this was my setup, okay, still with that iPad, okay, not even like bro, check my setup. It was definitely definitely crazy setup. But yeah, this was me at the time and everything. I was just working so hard, okay, and taking all these notes and everything the coach, okay, Smith was saying, I was writing down, okay, because I'm so obsessed with what I do. And this moment I remember, okay, I washed my dad's truck because I didn't have any money. I wanted money for products, okay, and I decided to wash my dad's truck to get enough money to buy products. And yeah, with that money, I bought this product and this product. And then this product ended up doing nothing for me. But this product, I started to get some traction, okay? So 12K views and everything. And this moment, okay, is one of the biggest, okay, things I remember when I was younger, okay? This exact photo, okay, in May 7, okay? This moment, I told exactly my mom, I'm gonna hit the 10K month this month, okay? I remember it so vividly, okay? I was just eating with my mom, and this is a random picture because I just took this picture, and then I remember the conversation that I had with my mom. I told my mom, I say, Mom, this month I'm gonna hit a 10K month. And based in fact that, guys, I just had my first sale in organic ever, okay? I didn't even know anything. I was just so convinced about myself, and already seeing it, I was already at 10K month. So this is why you're gonna see it's gonna happen. But this is so crazy looking back at everything. And then the same day, okay, I told my mom that I got another sale for this $9. I remember waking up to $10. I was like, oh my god. This felt more good at the time, okay, a $10 sale, than me right now doing 5K days, 7K days, okay. I remember, okay, at the time, a $10 sale was everything, okay, and it was, okay, because always your first 10K month is something that's gonna, drive you the most and have the most emotion and feel the best at your first, 10K month, 20K month, whatever it is, because you've worked so hard, and now you know that it's all possible. And after, okay, I remember I ordered this product, and it took like 3 weeks to get in, and this was from Amazon, so normally it's like 3 days, but it took weeks. Because I can remember what, it was always delayed. And then I remember I was like, okay, this is a sign, this is the product, okay? This is the sign, I'm gonna make money with this product and everything. And then I was already doing a car product, so I just threw that in the same account, and then it got traction. The first, I think the second day posting, it already got good traction. And this is not like easy vid, okay? I was really putting work into this vid, like the prototype and everything. I was like building these prototypes because already I was like, okay, I need to make the best vid ever with the angle and everything. And this is why I made so much money, okay? Because I'm really working hard as making the best vid as possible and really putting time into making these vid, okay? So I don't just like, oh, I'm gonna post that, okay, it's okay enough. No, I actually put work into these vid, and you're gonna get a lot of views. So I made my first sale, I think just like 2 days after receiving the products. I was like, okay, this is really great. And then this is the time that it changed my life. I went on a fishing trip with my father and a couple of my friends, and I was not having any phone, okay? No Wi-Fi at this place, okay? It's like 4 hours more in the north of where I am. So it's really in the middle of the wood, and no Wi-Fi, no phone. For 3 days, I was like fully in peace, and I was just so detached, okay? The law of detachment is so real, and the law of attraction too. But I was just exercising this law perfectly at the time, and I didn't even know it, okay? I went so detached from everything, from the reality. I was just like, I don't care about money, okay? I already have everything, and I didn't care about anything. And this is why you're gonna see later down the video. But I marked this in May 22. I said, you need to find a purpose in life. What makes you wake up in the morning? Find your why. There's so much money out there that you couldn't fathom. I will get rich. I don't care where. I don't care how. I don't care who. I don't care when it's gonna happen. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of time. And this is so fucked, okay? Watching back all this is so fucked, because look at this, guys, okay? May 22, okay? 1 a.m. and here 1 a.m. 25 minutes. And this vid, okay, who I posted a couple of minutes after making this story, okay, and after having this trip of being so detached about everything, I made this vid, and this vid is the vid that changed my life. And dude, it's so crazy looking back at all of this, okay. This literally was my vid that changed my life, and this, I woke up to like 500K views, and this vid got 18 million views, and it really changed my life, and I owe myself to make a 10K month. You're gonna see later down the vid. But it's just so crazy to look back at everything, because this, everything was already in my mind, okay, saying to my mom, okay, mom, I'm gonna make a 10K month really soon. May 7, okay, this is May 7, and then this is May 26, hitting my first 1.2K day. This is really law of attraction, manifestation, law of detachment in real time, okay? This is insane looking back at all this. But yeah, in April 22, made my first sale, and then May 26, a month later, 1.2K day. And then here's at the moment how I send it. So guys, I'm French, okay? I don't speak English, okay? I only speak English with my business, okay? So with my parents and everything, it's always French. So I had to learn the skill to be good at speaking English. This is how I sounded at the moment.
Today I make 1.2K in sales. First 1K day. Let's fucking go, man. Check this. In 4 days. 4 days. Catch, it's fire.
So as you can see, it's pretty crazy. Okay, the way I speak and everything. I wasn't speaking loud because my parents were sleeping and everything. I was just like fulfilling order. I remember I was fulfilling order. I was like, holy fuck and everything. And then this week I ended up making a 4.6K in a week. So it was definitely good. Look at this setup, okay, guys. Look at this delusion. Guys, I won't speak too much about this picture. I think you guys can just look at this and be like, holy fuck, okay? This is crazy stuff. And here, let me read y'all the message. So, grow. My reel passed the 9 million views today, May 30. My Insta grow more than ever. I got around 5K subscriber. I'm passing almost every day the $500. Otherwise, my exam are not going that well, and my payment are not fixed. It's been 2 weeks that I speak every day with Shopify support, and they're not doing anything. I can't really fulfill my order because I need to pay my supplier, and it's my dad's credit card. I'm quite fucked right now. If my payment doesn't get fixed, I don't get any money. I need to figure it out. Yesterday, I got a client who said he wanted a refund, and he insulted me, tried to get my location and say I'll pull up. I have to deal with all email. I don't really understand girls sometimes. I think they're just not interested in me. I don't know. Always got F with the girl at my school. No one really interested in me. I know some girls speak about me and stuff like that, but they don't speak directly to me and try something, so that's fuck. I was just like, no, this is so funny. Like, I was just like, because obviously I was working so hard by myself, okay? I wasn't speaking to almost anyone, okay? I was just on my side because nobody in my city, okay? I live in a small city, okay? My city I have like 13,000 people, okay? So it's a really small city, 2 hours away from Montreal in Canada, Quebec, if you guys know. But no, nobody wanted to achieve anything out of life. So I was just doing all these things by myself, okay? Not even talking to girls. I was just so locked in, okay? So yeah, and then this was really like in this message, okay? My payout got held, okay? So all these $10K, okay? I didn't receive my payout. So this was really tough at the moment because obviously, guys, this is when I was 16, okay? So at 16 years old, make 10K, okay, his first 10K a month, and then receive none of that money because some problem with the payout, okay? So it was definitely hard for me at the moment, and as well as it was my final exam of last year of high school, okay? So this is why the revenue started to go down, okay? I was just like spending almost no time of my business because I was on all the best class, the class that was the most hard in school, okay? So I don't know how to call it in English, but it was just like class that are really hard and really need attention and everything. And obviously it was the last exam of my last year. And my mom is also a teacher, so she was like, no, you really need to go to succeed and everything. So I really had to study hard. But as soon as, you know, the school ended up, I started making good money again. So yeah, this is just a reel I made, and just to show like the amount of effort I put to each of these reels. So guys, you can see all the work, okay, making all these prototype version and everything. Like, this is the amount of work you need to put to each of your vids. Okay, now with AI it's just like so much easier, but actually put work in your vid and actually make them good if you want to, go viral in the first place and then make great money. Okay, so and then after I remember, okay, I found this product, and this product really is the product that changed my life. Okay, it's a license plate cover, so it's basically thing like this you put on your license, and then the flash when you go on highways, the camera flash doesn't take your license plate, because it's basically covered with the flash and everything, so it's like special thing number. So you're gonna see later down this vid what I ended up making with this product. But yeah, my payout was good again, so it was definitely really, really good. And then this product, like I said, my first vid, I got 1.9 million views. Okay, this is my first reel with this product. I was like, this is the product, because the other product was starting to die off. Not dying off, okay, I was still making great money, as you can see, guys. Okay, 36 every vid hitting 40k views, but just like look at this, 1.9 million views. And then other vid, this one got like way more than that. I just posted it, but like every single vid about this product was hitting. And then I think it was like a week or two after that, I started making 7k a day with this exact product. So 7k in a day, August 28th. This felt unreal, okay? I was 16 years old, hitting 7k a day. After 7k a day, it was just such a good feeling. And here, just like, so you guys remember, in April 22, okay, I had my first sale. In May 26, 1.2k a day. In August 28, 7k a day and 100k in a month. So like, this is like insane time frame, and this is the time frame you guys are gonna have success if you actually lock in, be obsessed about this. All I was thinking is about e-com, okay, and this is why I got successful, okay, because I'm obsessed. You need to be obsessed with this, okay. And obviously, okay, the law of detachment, manifestation, having a great mindset is really, really, like, at least in my opinion, like 70% of the work. Really having no limiting belief, and really, like, your mind is so important. And if you guys as well want a vid of me explaining the exact mindset that got me there, just let me know in the comments. I can make a vid about the mindset and everything. Just, yeah, let me know about that. But as you can see, guys, 40k in a week and 100k in a month with this product. And then this was like a moment that was quite insane. So I started buying so many things, because obviously give 100k to a 16 years old, okay? What are you gonna do, okay? You're gonna start buying all these things. And me, I didn't spend on small things. You're gonna see, guys. So buying all these expensive perfume, diamond bracelet, Van Cleef, everything like that. And then here I remember, okay, I went, I don't want to leak any like this. Yeah, I remember this. I went to see the M4 comp, okay, because remember that picture, you can manifest everything. Like, bro, looking back on all this is insane. The manifestation and everything, it's so real, okay? So I went visit this car, just visit the car on Facebook Marketplace. I saw the car. I was like, I need this car. This is M4 Cup with the exact spec I want. Okay, this was like all carbon fiber and everything. So this was like the best spec ever. And I was like, I need this car. So I ended up, buying the cars, leasing the car. So bro, I leased a car. So it was, payment and everything like this. M4 comp, okay, 85k car at 16 years old with no license, okay? I didn't even have my license when I bought it. I was just like, no, I'm gonna buy it because I said I would, and then I bought it, and it was such a good moment. It was such an unreal moment of like, dude, waking up in the morning, okay, the day after getting this car, I was like, this is my car. I was like, it was so unreal. It was just such a great moment. And as you can see, guys, the spec is crazy. Okay? I ended up selling this car in the winter. And I was really starting to be branded, all these products and, the website, getting a developer for the website. Okay, I think I paid him 3k, and then I paid another guy, an agency, to scale with my email and everything. So always was bigger than just organic dropshipping. I always thought like a businessman, and this is the main error. Okay, I see so many guys in the organic space treat their organic store not like a real business, and don't think like a real businessman. You gotta think bigger. You gotta think like a real businessman. Not only, okay, let me make these vid and go viral and let me copy everybody. No, actually come up with your own ideas, actually be a good marketer, do all these research, try to understand your ICP and everything like this, okay? This is really how I got successful, and you're gonna see it later down the vid and everything. But this is the mindset you need, okay? You need to have a businessman mindset and not just an organic dropshipper mindset, okay? And after that, I went to LA with Smith. We actually filmed, in-person case study, so became his top student. And this was one of the worst time at the moment, okay? So in October 2024, okay, the Instagram removed all my videos, okay, my 100 million views videos. I think even one got 150 million views on one vid, and then other 30 million views, 30 million views, 20 million views, all taken down. And then basically all my, most viral reel, all taken down. And my account starting to be like shadow banned. At the moment, I believe it was shadow banned, but it wasn't really shadow banned. It's just I was getting way less views and everything, and I started to make zero money, okay? So in this trip, I was like, what's going on, okay? Because obviously this is my first success, and I didn't even know that it was possible to go up like that and just to fall brutally like that. I was like, what's going on? What's happening right now? And this, at 16 years old, it was really hard for me to be like, okay, I've worked so hard all these years, okay, since I was 13 to have this success, and then next month back at zero. And the main thing was about not only the frequency, okay, I started to be so comfortable, okay, making 7K a day at 16 didn't feel normal for me. And obviously everything that feels normal to you, you're gonna attract. If it doesn't feel normal and you pedestalize, okay, this 7K a day and everything, you're not going to attain it, okay? It needs to be feel normal, okay? So whatever your goal is, you think 30K in a month, you need to already think like the person who's making 10K a month and 30K a month, whatever it is, and actually picturing yourself making 30K in a month and feeling normal making this amount of money, because you need to feel normal because you're gonna attract it. Don't put importance on the success and everything like this. So no, it was definitely hard moment for me. As you can see, guys, all the chargeback, 20 chargebacks, starting to be up and up. And then I restarted, thought that the product was dead, but it wasn't dead, okay? It was just like the content strategy and everything like this, but I was in a bad frequency and I was making really bad decision. But I started again with other products, okay? So I tested this product, didn't even work because obviously I wasn't in the great frequency. So this is why. And then here, okay, this moment I could have said, okay, now let me start over, and then let me really focus on trying to get the store up again and really dialing alone in my room and everything. But this was the worst decision I could have taken. But looking back at it, I'm glad I took all these decisions, because like I said, okay, it's always learning curve and all these experience and lesson that are really important that forged me as a man to the man I am today. So instead of doing that, I started spending again, okay? So not only lease I'm for come, so I was paying like 1.5K at least per month on this car, and 10K down payment as well. And then, I started booking all these trips to Toronto. And then I even joined Samuel Onuo's course. So here is just one payment. I paid I think it was like 12K for this course. 12K for this course. And it's a paid ad course. I was such in a bad frequency that I was like making all these bad decisions, because this is how reality works, okay? Always, if you're a bad frequency, you're gonna make all these bad action, and then you're gonna, it's gonna reflect on reality. Then you're gonna have, it's like a cycle and everything. So it was like one of the worst things I could have. Switched back to paid ads after making all these money with organic and everything. So I started buying crazy things, okay, Apple and everything, and then LV bag, and just like just like a pile of cash and everything. That's pretty mug. I can't lie, but nah, just some stupid shit. And then just like taking all these cribs and everything. 8K Toronto trip, and then obviously from this course I bought, it was paid ads course. So I started all these paid ads product, spending like $500 a day on paid ads. I didn't even I wasn't really doing much work because I was just so comfortable and everything. And then reality hit, okay? And I had to have this moment in my life of like, what the fuck are you doing right now? You're gonna lose everything. And I had this moment, okay, when I crashed my car, and no, not crash my car, crash my dad's truck, and not only that, but lose my license, okay. So, and this was like, I think 2 days in difference, okay. So crash my dad's truck. I was like, what am I doing? And I started realizing everything on my life, like I'm really failing right now. And this was like the main turning point in my life. And here too, like just losing my license of the car I worked my whole life for, basically, okay, to get so much money to buy this car, and then lose my license and not being able to drive this car, okay. So basically what happened is I was driving with, I think, 5 people in the car, and it's a 4-place car, and it was after like midnight or something, and then you cannot drive more than 4 people or something. It was some bullshit rule in Montreal, Canada. So it was just like so unfortunate, okay. And then lose my license, and this car was sitting I think for the whole winter, okay, for months and months. For 4 months I couldn't drive my car, and I was still paying 1.5K per month, and I couldn't drive the car, okay. So it was really bad. Then I went on the trip. This was I was looking at a moment, like, dude, I was so bulky. I was like high cortisol and everything. And then this really wake me up, these 2 moments. So I was like, okay, I need to go all in with organic back. So I started testing so many products, okay. 1 product, 2 product, 3 product, 4 product, 5 product, 6 product, 7 product, 8 product, 9 product. Dude, I started testing all these products, and I was working so hard. I was waking up at 6 a.m. I was like, okay, let's do it, okay. I'm gonna actually work hard again and actually put the work in, and you're gonna see later down the video. But yeah, all these products and everything. And this even started like a clothing brand again. This January and March 2025. And then one of the worst days of my life here. Everything was going down. Bro, guys, look at this picture, okay. This is the definition of high cortisol. This is the definition of high stress individual. You can see the difference with me today. It's pretty crazy, okay. All these acne, really bloated and everything. I was just like so high cortisol, okay, because I was doing everything to get my success back, okay, and it was really painful. And here I was having $0, okay. Again, all my 100K I was spending on everything was already spent, plus I was $10,000 in debt, okay. $10,000 in debt with zero money. And then I had a conversation with my dad, and my dad told me like, what are you doing and everything. And then I was crying, I remember, okay, all night. Every night I was crying, okay, so hard about what am I doing in my life. And then I work still so hard. I was like, I was trying all these products, and then my dad, what are you doing with your life? And I was like, I'm trying hard and everything. And it was just like, it was really building me to the person I am today. But no, this was really, but this is needed, guys. Sometimes in life you gotta have a hard moment like this to wake you up and make you realize and build you really as a man and everything. So this was my shape at the moment. As you can see, guys, I was really going heavy with the gym, okay, lifting every day. And then I started to align myself, okay, being detached again, and reading all these books, okay, reality transurfing. If you guys doesn't know this book, go buy this book, okay. This is one of the best book ever. Definitely go get that. But if you know, you know. But yeah, I started, this is April 2025. I started all these other products, okay, the Bible, and even started this product again that made me 10K. And I made actually 8K again with this product, going viral and everything, but nothing crazy. But this was definitely nice, being with all these products. And every single product that you see here was months and months on. Actually, this isn't like, okay, I'm doing that for like 2 reels. Every single product you see here was products that I run for like 2-3 months. Okay, I was running like at the moment like 6 products at the same time. I was obsessed about getting their success back. But yeah, it was like product that actually went hard with every single product, doing so many content research, doing so many great vids and everything. And yeah, obviously here having my first, no, not success, but like 8K back. When you're really down in your life, you really have to look at it day by day. And the only thing that is really important, am I doing progress on a daily basis? Okay, day by day, 1% better. And this is how you get out of that situation. You cannot look at like the bigger picture. You gotta look, okay, day by day, I'm gonna go day by day and grind out my way out of this. But yeah, this was my first out of moment. I was just like, every morning, I remember, okay, every morning I was going at the park, okay, filming for this product. It was basically an insole, a tracker for child. Basically, you put that in the shoes. So this was my product. I was going every, okay, morning at like 6 a.m. into parks at like 20 minutes away from my house for to film for this product. So this was, and this product, okay, I really like these background or like in Montreal, 3 hours away from my house. Okay, I drove 3 hours away from my house to have the best background, okay, the best parks for this product to go viral. Then I started was really heavy on neural knowledge. Okay, so bought his book Outsmarting Reality. But yeah, I also started this product at the time. But this product, okay, you see 5.1 million views, 1.6 million views. I basically manifest the views, okay? In my head, it was like, I just want to go viral. I just want to go viral. I just want to go viral. And I didn't talk about money, okay? So this is why I got viral, but target the worst audience and didn't make any money, okay? So I manifested. It's really important, guys. When you do manifestation, by the way, you manifest 24/7. But in your manifestation, you got to be really specific, okay? And I was specific enough on actually getting money. I was just like, I want views, I want views, I want views. But I didn't say money. Hence why, I didn't manifest the right thing. I didn't make any money, but got pretty good viral. And yeah, so starting this product, didn't do well with this product. This is just in Montreal with my friend. So basically my friend, he's really heavy on manifestation as well, and he was also doing e-com. And this is the guy, the Flappy Chase guy. I don't know if you guys saw it, but if you guys saw it, but this is the first guy in organic that really made, I think he made like 300K in 2 weeks, okay, and made 100K in 2 days. And this was like the holy fuck at the moment. Like nobody have ever did that in the past, and this guy did it. Why? Because of the manifestation and the detachment of reality and not caring and putting great input. And it's so true, guys. You gotta, start, going heavy on law of detachment, manifestation. It will truly change your life. Then on June 10, I said easy mode, wave of fortune. I felt it, I know. 3 days after that, okay, 3 days after saying it, okay, easy mode, wave of fortune, I felt it, I know. Every time that you see in your mind, okay, and you do the action, you're gonna get it, okay? Every time, okay, and this is so crazy looking back at it again, every time in my life that I was already feeling it in my mind and already had the feeling I was already successful in, internally, always after follow it into my reality, okay? So externally, it's always as within as without. It's always from the mind first. Everything is created for your mind, and you gotta feel the emotion of actually, hitting these 1K days before you hit them, okay? Because it's always in your mind. And yeah, so on June 13th, here, more than 1 week ago, I wrote down that I would start making 1K day on Friday, June 13th, June 11th, 0, June 12th, 200, and exactly on June 13th, I made 2K USD, the exact same day. This is no coincidence. I am a master of my reality. That's what happened when you maintain frequency. And every time, like, bro, you guys can, see this and be like, having your own judgment, but it's so real, okay? I won't say anything else, but it's so real. Here I went to Montreal in the F1 weekend, so it was definitely a good moment. And here I went to Miami because I was feeling successful again, and then my guys, okay, I was like, okay, let's go to Miami. This was a wrong decision, but obviously, again, like I said, it's all experiences and everything. But I started to go to clubs every night, and at the moment I was 17, okay, and in Miami, if you buy tables and everything, they don't care about age. So I was getting on all these clubs, and obviously it wasn't just me spending. Okay, there was like a couple of guys, but yeah, just 4K a table. Okay, every single day at the club. So as you can see, every single club in Miami, basically almost every single I went to, even on yacht. So it's just like some crazy stuff, but I started really to not work. As you can see, guys, Baccarat, Mr. John, like bro, all these clubs and everything. And then this was me at the moment. Still was having a lot of acne and everything. Yeah, definitely a wrong decision because I was comfortable again. Okay, the first thing that killed me really after making 7K days is I started being comfortable and everything, and then this was the same mistake I made twice, and then yeah, so this was just my ship at the moment. And on the trip, I went with guys that was doing paid ads. Okay, basically, so I started paid ads again. So it was just like so much back and forth with organic paid ads, and I was just hoping on every opportunity, and this is why I didn't have huge success that I could sustain month after month, because I was just hoping on everything. And then I started selling supplement. Okay, so this was sober research, so this product, and this product, and even this product. So I was running like 4 brands at the same time with paid ads with my friend at the moment, and any of these didn't work. I wasn't having enough money to spend into paid ads, so I started organic again. Okay, here this product for the car, okay, car mats, and here was a really dark moment. Okay, my uncle passed away, and it really wake me up and be like, okay, this is I couldn't believe it. Okay, this was not real. Okay, I was like, no, this isn't happening. So yeah, basically a crash. This was such a moment of like, okay, life is this fragile, basically. So I was like, this is the type of things that can happen, and I was like, it wasn't right. Okay, so yeah, this was definitely a wake up moment too as well for me, to be like, okay, I gotta move more quick because I want to retire my mom more fast. I want to buy my parents a trip and everything. So I was definitely a waking up call. So I started testing all these products again, and then September till early December. Okay, I went so heavy on the product. Okay, so basically the product that got me quite a good amount of money here. I started again, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go heavy with this product, and I'm gonna do a strategy with influencer with affiliate link. Okay, so basically what I did is I went to all these affiliate people, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna send the product to you. It was like not really influencer, like 3K followers people, and I was like, okay, I'm sending this product to you. You're gonna post every day on your account, and I'm gonna give you like 30% of the profit, 20% of the profit. So I did that, but I was just so obsessed, and I worked so hard and everything. And then you see all these schedule. Okay, I was having like 10 calls a day, okay, with all these influencers, and then I was like basically on the call, giving all the instruction and everything, and then all the content strategy, and then all the module, because this product is one of the most hard product that you can run ever, okay, because this is basically removable tint, okay, so it's custom made for each and every single car, okay, so the SKUs are insane. Okay, the amount of SKUs for this product. Okay, each product need to be customized for the specific window, and then it wasn't the dimension of for people wasn't always right. So I had a lot of refund. The hardest product you can run ever, but it teaches me a lot on the back end stuff and everything to actually deliver a good product. And then obviously I wanted to make a brand, so I branded everything. Okay, Shade X, really good design and everything, and then ended up making a 30K month. And here I made the same mistake again. So I had my whole plan to hit 200K per month. Here I remember, and if I was still going on, I would have hit this 200K per month at 17, because I knew it. Okay, everything I was doing was a really good system where I was like, I think at a moment I had like 20 influencer posting on 20 account of all my products. So just sale was coming from everywhere, and I decided to go back with my old friend. And because obviously, okay, September till December I was all alone, okay, in my room, because I was having nobody to talk with, and I was like feeling really alone. So I was like, okay, now I'm successful again, let me call my friend and everything like this. And then I go back with my old friend. This was again a really bad decision, starting to go to clubs again, and then I had a really big gambling addiction, as you can see, guys. to 3K on blacks and everything. So I think even like in the real casino, I even put like 5K on black. So yeah, like 20K of gambling losses. So I was just like an addict of gambling, and it was just so bad. Okay, don't ever gamble. This is like literally the worst thing you can do ever. But yeah, definitely like one of the worst mistakes I made here again. I started making all these mistakes again and again. I didn't learn. And now looking back at all of this, I can really connect all the dots and be like, okay, this is what happened and everything. So now I won't make the same mistake again because I know I'm really aware of it. So yeah, I started to, again, paid ads, okay, a supplement. I made quite a few sales with it, but nothing crazy. And then I started peptides, okay? I started peptides, so Max and Link, everything like this. To the Focus, and then Reda, and then MT2, all these peptides, okay, really went every, and even bought clavicular course, so he was my coach. But yeah, I started buying all these peptides, and then this was my shape at the moment. Definitely a really solid. As you can see, guys, really cut, okay. This is like, I think one of my peak shape. But yeah, you see the peptides, you know, doing action, and obviously getting prettier here. But yeah, I was what peptide early on. I was still going to clubs and everything like this. And then this moment, okay, I remember this exact moment, okay, this picture. I was having no money left and obviously really in debt. And I was like, what am I doing, okay? I was almost, like, I wasn't going homeless, obviously, but I was like in Montreal and I couldn't pay the taxi to get back to my place. I was like really, you know, it was really a fuck situation. I was like, I'm stuck in Montreal and I cannot go back to my place. I cannot pay a taxi. I cannot pay anything, okay? I was flat broke and I was ashamed. I was ashamed to call my parents and be like, I don't have any money, okay, to go back. I was so ashamed of myself. And again, I was crying, okay, that night, and I was like, what am I doing, okay, with my life again? And I started to looking back, and I made this vid, okay? This vid, the first reel on the brand new Instagram account, this reel got 5 million views on the brand new Instagram account, okay? This is like some crazy shit that you never see, okay? 5 million views on the first video, not TikTok, Instagram. I made 1.5K, okay? So didn't even convert. The audience was definitely really bad. And then I couldn't maintain frequency. I was just so happy of making this money back that it wasn't feeling normal again, like I was saying to me. So I really started to be like super excited and to feel like not normal about making that amount of money. So I made money for a day, and then after it died. So this is just to show when you're just like too attached from reality, and then when you're not normalizing the success, what happened, okay? So this was in February, March, and then I went to Miami, okay? This was a trip with my family, okay? So went to Miami and on basically on the cruise, okay? So this trip was crazy, okay? Crazy cabin, okay? The cabin was just insane, okay? It was just like such high frequencies and everything. And this was also my shape at the moment, and I would like this. And then after the cruise, we stayed in Miami for 3 days with my parent. So this was the crib here. We got insane crib, okay? Really good crib. And then after I decided to stay in Miami for a week, and my friend got back to Canada, and I was like, okay, I want to stay in Miami. I stayed a week in Miami, and this was definitely a really good decision of staying, okay? So I ordered this product to my apartment basically, okay, for the week, and then ended up making nothing with this product. Really locked in all the time. Going to the gym and everything, and alone, okay? I was really alone. So here I tested this product, and now didn't do anything. And now, guys, this is like, again, looking back at all this, it's so crazy, okay? You're gonna see here in April 2026. Look at this vid, okay?
30-minute max, we have a 6-figure product. Trust me, okay? 30-minute max, we have a winning product. Trust me, guys.
This is insane, okay? Because obviously within that 30-minute, I found the product that made me 100K in 2 weeks, and that changed my life. And now, obviously with this product, I'm scaling to a brand. You're gonna see later on the video, but it's insane. Always, like I said, when you sit in your mind and you have so much conviction within yourself, and obviously you're doing everything that's needed on a daily basis, and not doing the things you know you shouldn't be doing. So like scrolling, if you know you shouldn't be scrolling, don't scroll, okay? So really do the things you know you should be doing, and stop doing the things you know you shouldn't be doing. And when you do that, and when you have so much conviction, and when you can see it with your mind and you just detach from reality, you're gonna see crazy things gonna happen. You will be like, this isn't real, okay? And then it's gonna be a switch. I'm telling you guys, practice this. You're gonna thank me later. But yeah, so I made this vid. Within that 30-minute vid, I found the product, red light cap therapy. Okay, so the next day I filmed this product, the first AI video I made ever. So like this was like this was like the first AI vid I made ever. And this is like, bro, this is like dude, this is like a month and something ago. So like guys, like the growth has been insane, okay? And then me, like I said, always a businessman, not your average dropshipping guy, okay? So always think bigger, okay? So I was like, okay, now I'm gonna brand this and then I'm gonna add a serum, okay? So I'm really good in marketing, okay? I'm pretty much a marketing genius at this point. And then I was like, okay, we're gonna sell the serum as well for monthly recurring revenue. And then I was like, okay, the serum is a red light optimizing serum. So you combine the red light cap therapy with the serum and then it's gonna have the most growth and everything. So definitely really good angle. And then obviously right now there's like hundreds of person running this product. I don't really recommend running it, but guys, there's like I said, there's hundreds of people not only running this product, but copying my concept, okay? Because obviously, I went like 50 million views, 20 million views on a single reel, and then people started copying. So POV, resolve insecurity video, it's me, okay? It's me who made this vid, this concept, the transformation vid that you see always on the burner across various products. It's all me, okay? People always copying my shit because I'm the best, okay, guys? There's nobody better than me. And this is the mindset you have to have, okay, guys? If you don't believe that you're best, you have a problem, okay? Even if you know, okay, you're not the best, tell yourself that you're the best and try to convince your subconscious mind that you're the best. Because obviously, okay, if you tell yourself that you're the best and have real conviction and emotion towards that and really know that you're the best, it's going to reflect into your reality, okay? It's going to reflect through your action, to your reality, and then you're going to have the result that the best have, you know? So that's just another advice. So obviously 40K in 4 days, 15K days, and then went to LA. This was like a week, 2 weeks ago. Went to LA with my boy here, Alex. So yeah, just went to LA, and this was definitely a great moment, but here, it was the worst period. Let me explain you why. My accounts, okay, both of my accounts I was running, okay, so I was running multiple accounts for the red light cap. My biggest account that I think at the moment has like 60K followers. So I was like, and it was going, every single reel was passing like 100K views, 200K views, and every couple of reel going viral. So it was making like me 7K a day every single fucking day. And these getting down was like the worst thing ever. And then I got my payout held as well at the same time, okay? At the same time, all my account banned. Obviously, you cannot make money if I don't have any account. And then my payout held for 30K, okay? So I was like, no, this isn't happening again. The same mistake again. No, this isn't happening. And then obviously with the in LA, I was overspending. Okay, I think the LA trip alone cost me at least 15K, okay, with the Lambos, with the crazy villas, with everything. So I was like, no, I cannot start spending like this again. I'm making the same mistake again. And then, you know, with the payout deal, then the account deal, and then even with my family, okay, my parents was having a lot of problems. I won't go in depth with that, but yeah, it was just everything happening at the same time, and me feeling like such, I don't know how to say it, but I was away from my house, and definitely this was impacting a lot, just being there, and I was not able to do anything for my family, being so far away and having all these problems. And really, okay, the feeling I felt is in the morning, I didn't want to wake up, okay? I didn't want to believe that this was my reality at the time. I was like, no, this isn't happening. And I made a decision. I was like, you're a master of reality, okay? You know exactly what to do from now on. So I basically say, I don't care, okay? This is happening for me and not why me. No, this is happening for me. God, the reality, every problem is for a reason, okay? and a lot of time when you have a lot of struggle like this, something's great always follow, because God will not make you suffer for nothing. Okay, always keep that in mind. It's always for something greater that will follow. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to react on reality. My account got banned. Okay, now what I do? Okay, I'm creating more account. I'm gonna do all these things, and I'm not going to react on that. I'm gonna just keeping moving forward and maintain frequency, because each time you have great problems like that, if you maintain frequency, okay, something great always follow. I guarantee you guys, I guarantee if you have problem in your life and you just don't react on reality and maintain frequency, something great always follow. Trust me guys, I know. Okay, so I decided to just maintain frequency, and then the rest of the trip, and this I wanted to go home. Okay, even though I was going on the 5 million barrel ale villa later down the week, I didn't care. I was like, I want to go home. Okay, I don't care. Fuck the 5K. Okay, I'm gonna just go home. Obviously, okay, I did not do that. I really calmed myself down and go on the walks at the beach and everything. So I really calmed myself, and I was like, okay, now we're gonna lock in and everything. And then this was really the best decision I could have taken, to be like, okay, not only okay to stop reacting on reality, but be like, okay, I'm gonna take a step back and really analyzing everything. What's the best move on the board and everything. So and then after the next couple of days following that, my parents thing solved itself, because like I was saying, always if you maintain frequency, okay, always something is gonna follow better. I promise you guys. So everything started to feel great again and everything. So in the villa was definitely so crazy, waking up to these views in Beverly Hills, and then you know, that Lambo and everything. That was just a crazy feeling, because my whole life, okay, basically since I was like 13 years old and even younger, a Lambo was always my dream car, okay, and then driving it was really feeling so great, okay. I was like, this is me. And now obviously I normalize these things, okay, because like I was saying, you need to normalize. And for me, I actually you know, do feel like I deserve to drive in the Lambo. And for me, Lambos in $5 million crib, it's all normal for me, and it should be all normal for you, okay. So this is my shape. This is pretty much my shape at the moment, okay. So and guys, this, like, bro, I didn't went from the gym for so long, like for 2 months I didn't go for the gym and still maintain this great shape. So this is I just wanted to show you all that. But yeah, so I just started my YouTube, as you can see guys. So this is like, I started my YouTube like for real in LA, okay, filming vids. And then obviously now today, this is tomorrow, this is yesterday, filmed this vid, and I say to Alex, the frequency is so good right now that something great is gonna happen. And I was right, okay. You can see on my channel, look at my other latest vid. I think it's at like 1K views right now, and my YouTube started blowing up, and everything is starting to do great again. And obviously, okay, my account, I appealed it. I will get the account back in a few days, so everything is starting to be great again. And then obviously my payout too. I basically got a lawyer to get my payout. So guys, this is my journey, okay, from 13 years old, 2021 till today. Okay, so it's crazy to look back at all of this. And guys, it took me all of this, okay, to make me to the man I am today. Obviously, okay, everybody have problem, and it's the way you deal with those problems, and you know, not reacting and everything. So leave me guys in the comment if you know you have question about certain topic, or if you want certain new vids about mindset, about everything I can do for you guys. So yeah, definitely if you want to learn more about organic AI, organic dropshipping, check my latest vid, okay, check my whole YouTube channel. It's me breaking down exactly how I make these vid that made me 100K in 2 weeks. And yeah guys, if you want to work directly one-on-one with me, there's gonna be the first link in the description. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this long vid. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Peace out.